Good morning everyone, welcome back to the Two-Headed Wolf Gaming channel as we are continuing our journey through Titan Quest. And I quickly came here because I found the boar. Here he is, Tefari's Master of Flame. And I wanted to take him out just so we can turn in that quest. And open a few more chests, let's see. Yeah, we'll take the gold mostly. I guess we'll take everything else because we're going back there. And did we pick up the boar armor? Yes. So here it is. Is it better? That's a 41, so no, not really. But very close to being. Like, look at that armor. There's a very cool design, a very simple but a very cool design overall that they did here throughout the game, actually. Really impressed. And I always found weird, like, if you put your spear on, look, it has like it's hold it with the back like that, but the reason why is because the way she's holding it, right, to attack, like this is how you would attack with one of these. It's held the right way. However, I felt for a very long time that that is wrong, that they haven't done it right. And look how close it was to what we were looking for. But anyway, I'll return back just to finish the quest and then we're teleporting to where we last left off. And we should be able, I think today we might be able to finish Greek? If not, at most it's going to be by the end of this week. So we have today and tomorrow, and we should be done with the region and move on to the next one, if I remember correctly at least. I hope you had a good day. By this point I am hopeful, like at the time of the recording it's still before the holiday, but I am very hopeful that the weather is going to be good. Yes. Because it's been really cloudy. Like, we were looking for Saturday, for the day of the event, that on one day it shows that it's cloudy, and on the other day it shows that it's sunny, and a day later it shows that it's actually going to rain. And so it's like I wouldn't really care. I don't really care about the rain. What I care mostly about is the cold. I would like it to be at least warm enough, you know, warm enough to where you could be well clothed and you could eat and feel good. Because there's a certain level of temperature where if it drops below that, then even eating feels miserable, so you don't want to stay outside. Or I'm hoping it's going to be a fine day. Do I want to finally replace this? It's offering us a little more health and more armor. We lose the pierce resistance and 13 strength and the offensive ability. But I feel like it's probably the first time where we can start heading off from this helmet. Yeah, look at that look.
Come again!
There's a bit of a stutter whenever I zoom in, but that is a cool look there. Just love that. And I want a shield that is cooler than this, but I haven't found one yet. We'll probably find one in Athens. So let's take the Delphi portal and get close to Athens again. Do you have anything?
Fine goods from all over Greece.
No, pretty much the same I see.
Hermes guide you.
Let's go through here. The Athenian passage. Okay, we have a leader here. Good experience. Sildor Barbnet. And you can see like they have the tactics of running around and guiding. I think I would have liked, or I'm not sure I would have liked, but it could have been cool if they kept retreating. Though at some point it would have been very annoying, right? Running around with a melee character at least. If you would have played with something else, then maybe it wouldn't have been as annoying. Okay, let's take down this battle standard. Or... No. Ah, yeah, I remember too late what to do with the battle standard. What you want to do there is take them away from the battle standard. So they do have that protective aura or that buff as long as they're in range. But as soon as you move out of the range, you can take them on without much of a worry. Good. Let's get back the experience. You can see that you get some of it back. You don't get all of it. And Athens will be our second major city that we visit. Double axe of destruction. Okay, it looks good. Here is the helmet of the centaurs. Alleviating beads with some resistance to poison. Okay. I wonder if I should save some of these somewhere, just in case we find at some point a monster that has a lot of poison damage and maybe we will use it, protect ourselves from that. Could be an idea. Outrider's Tunic. 28 armor, 6 pierce resistance, 6 strength, 6 dexterity, 20 health and 12 movement. So this is very good for an archer, I would say. Early on in the game. 65 strength, that is so little. Definitely equip it on. Like you start with what, 50? Yeah, it's 50 strength you start with. So you're gonna get up to 63, you're gonna get even from your passive skill tree. Not gonna take all of the reaches here. We're gonna take the money and we're gonna take the health potions. And let's run away from traps. Good money, light. Chalcidian Great Help. Okay. Corpse Monger. Apparently there are some zombies here. Darius Death One. He's a wraith. Yeah, let's distract them for a bit. Take them away from their master. How do we take now the ghosts? Yeah, it's a very different story now. And the lightning damage adds up to a lot. Much better, much better. Wraith Cage of Dexterity. Anyway, let's get this whatever here. Hmm. Protective simple mantle. This is more mage stuff. A cursed ring, 15 vitality damage and 19 energy drain. 30% of lost energy as damage. That is a weird ring. So if I put it here, what will it do? It will have some energy drain and some vitality damage. Vitality damage seems like something you would use if you had a bleeding, right? That is damage straight up to vitality. The health drain though, the energy drain, it's felt. If you take a look at the bottom right, you will see that it was a lot of energy while we were attacking. I'll just keep it on for a while longer as you will pay attention to the energy drain on our normal attacks. I'll not throw in an ability next time. So we can pay attention to that. Let's get some health. And now let's attack. Now you can see that we're mostly regenerating, even if we're losing some of the energy through abilities, it's getting back up. So it's quite good. But do I need it? And the answer to that, no. We definitely need the resistance to lightning or fire a lot more. We'll explore this entire tomb area. Okay, necklace of ability. Oh! The Bone Lord, the skeletal hero. And he's dead. What did you have on you that made you so special? Nothing. Okay, well, let's take our health potions, our gold. Do we need to go up there? Yeah, it's the middle of the entire tomb. Okay, let's take out the frost lich here. Yeah, let's retreat for a second. As we don't want all of them to be influenced by the captain's virus ability. Almost a level up in this tomb. Enforced Buckler of Agility, let's see, 25 with 6 dexterity, no. Protective Loop, 11 resistance, no. Okay, well, what else? Ephesus Valley. We're a stone throw away, or a stick throw away from Athens. We will get to there soon. And we just need to follow the road for now. Getting stuck by centaurs and poisoned by man-ants. Definitely a good tactic. Final filling, we'll take it, why not? Ah, here it is.
Hold on there. We've got a giant lemur. Whatever you do, don't.
We sent a scouting party out to the... It seems as if...
Okay, so we have two quests. This one is the first one with the giant lemurs. This is very annoying if you don't have enough damage, because it's gonna keep healing itself. I'm not sure we do have enough damage, but we're gonna work on it. To be very careful here with the healing. Ah, so very close. I thought that I could resist him, but we already have him down, so maybe it's going to work for us. We'll see. Okay. Coming back here. Let's jump in. I got killed by this guy on more than one occasion. Good. Now that we've done this, it gave us a lighthouse of destruction. We don't care, but we got 3000 experience, and that is enough to give us a level up. And I am going to invest all of this in order to unlock this side of the tree. Everything is for the future. Feels like our damage is not good anymore. Added mantle of recovery, don't care, so we don't care about this. We're now meeting rogues. And all of these enemies, like each and every one of them, has the same ability that you can have. So there's no... I don't think there's any ability in this game, I don't remember any of them, that you do not have, in one way or another. So it might not look the same because, you know, the monster is bigger than you or things like that, but otherwise, all the classes that you see here, all of the monsters that you fight, every one of them, every ability you can have as well. And that is a great way to establish the world. You know, that's one of the things that when you wanna, like, it's a very interesting theory about world building, and it's not only in games, it's also in animations, in series. And something that, you know, movie makers should know as well, but I've seen plenty of companies fail at that. What am I talking about exactly? Well, whenever you're trying to build up a world like, let's say, like Warhammer, right? Or Lord of the Rings, or whenever you tell a new story, whenever you're a writer of a book, or Harry Potter, let's put it into something a bit more simple, something that's slightly shorter, because there haven't really been many stories created in Harry Potter. Maybe only fan-made ones, but I've never read those. You have a world established by certain rules, right? Basically, there's the world of the muggles, right? Non-magic users, and there's the world of magicians. And it's illegal to show magic in the mortal world, right? There's problems with that. It's a way to protect themselves. So whenever you cast spells into the mortal world, there should be, and there are, consequences, right? Like, even you see this in one of the, what was it, the fourth Harry Potter book? Whenever they're like the mentors come close to Harry Potter and he's casting a spell to throw them away, and then he's being called and questioned for his use of magic, right? Because it's illegal, and he's being punished for his usage of magic, even on the Dursleys, the family that keeps him, right, with them. There's many times when that is questioned, and like in a sense you see the consequence of the world. Now if later in the story something the same, like there would be like these great mage battles, or even have the same cast of people go around casting magic, and there would be no consequences, like you would see nothing happening, then you would be putting under questions like, why isn't there something happening there? That's not necessarily the rules of how things go, right? You have, in order to cast spells, you need to, you know, use the wand and say magic words. Now, apparently, that is pretty much the rule for everyone. And there are moments, I feel like, at least in the movies, where they don't say anything when they cast spells, which feels a bit weird. It doesn't necessarily explain that you can say it in your mind, or you know. And that is a moment where you can start questioning, well, if they have to say abracadabra in order to cast a spell of death, then why don't you have to say the magic words for any other spells? So there's many of these details that you know, make up for create a certain kind of reality to the story itself. It gives it credibility, right? You need credibility in your story in order for people to get immersed. Because once you break those rules, then and you don't know exactly how to scale it up properly, then you are not really creating a good story. Then you are not getting people absorbed into the story, and the stuff that just doesn't make sense. And so there are many worlds like this, like lores, where stuff doesn't make sense. And you know, for example, in Warhammer, like in the 40k
You have no more room.
world, the way they ensure that they have like this constant story while being able to create a lot of stories, right? Because it's an ongoing process, like things evolve. In order to create that type of storytelling makes sense. They're saying that the history, like over time, history gets diluted, so the reality is not always exactly what happened, right? History is written by the victors, stories are forgotten, they're not really being kept by everyone, so in order to prevent heresy, people are not allowed to speak, or they change what happened, and that is a way in which they can always go back and say, actually, on this side of the universe, this is how these events happened, right? Like they can go more into detail, even if they've spoken about something from a distance. Whenever they want to pay closer attention to one side of the galaxy, or a certain line of events that were just presented in title before, they can now go, like, giving you this excuse. Now they can go back and say, actually it happened like this. So that is a way to keep you involved, to keep you understanding, and not make a big deal out of one change here or there, right, to tell a story. Which brings me back to Titan Quest. Well, in Titan Quest, you get this story, this kind of world creation, because all of the abilities that you use are the same abilities that the enemy is using. All of the classes or the races of enemies that you find in this game, they might have something a bit more specific to them, right? Like they have their own armor, their own looks. It feels like they have their own social structures, some of the monsters, except for the beasts, right? The beasts are just beasts. But you have all of them like using the same abilities that you could be using. If you like one of the heroes for whatever reason, like you feel like you would like to play like that, or like that monster, and have the same type of abilities going for you, you could do that. And that is really incredible. It makes you feel like you are inside of the world, and in a sense, there's not a whole lot of things that make you special. You just know how to use the abilities better. Right? You've bought better equipment. You work hard for it because equipment is expensive. It's not easy to get equipment. So all of that put together makes you the hero of your story by ability alone, by going around and working hard at defeating the monsters, at grinding it out, at collecting. It gives you a sense of accomplishment as you progress. And when you have those moments where your damage is so much better and you're just running through it, there's a satisfaction there for feeling that strength. And I don't know if you've noticed, but whenever we are much stronger than the monsters, the monsters just fly away. It's like skeletons just break and their bones fly off into the distance. We'll see if we can show this off certain areas, but this is not necessarily that area. You can see that they jump back just a tiny bit. We don't have that kind of overwhelming strength against them, so. But maybe we will go back at some point just to So I feel like they've built a good world here. They thought about it properly. They made the game that you could pick up any item off the ground. Everything that you see a monster wearing or one of the enemies wearing, you could wear it yourself. If that's what you want to wear, if you think that that is powerful, you could wear that. If you think that makes you cool and you like to be cool, then just be cool, I guess. We spent an entire episode talking about world building and traveling through a tomb. That says something about this game. Well, I feel like that's all the time that we have for today. Apparently it's not going as quickly as I thought it would be. Last time when I thought that by the end of the week we would be finished with this chapter, but well, we still don't know. And I feel like we still have a while to travel. With that in mind, I hope you have enjoyed this episode. I thank you very much for watching and I wish you all to have a wonderful day.